This is the Punisher 1/3 scale from PCS, and as you can see, this box has taken a beating. This thing looks like rats chewed on it and everything else, but I'm gonna open it up here, and hopefully everything's okay inside. We got styrofoam right here on the outside. I don't see an art box, so I'm gonna try and open it up here. Straps here. It looks like, oh, this is like a separate styrofoam box here. Again, no art box. I'm kind of disappointed in that unless it's underneath here. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull this out real quick, and I'm gonna need 2 hands to do it. So I'm gonna pull this out real quick and we'll take a look and see what's inside of there. All right, so I got it out of the other box, and this is what we got right here. Go ahead and undo the straps. Take this out. And it looks like this is just a board. There's not a box right there. It looks like it's a... Yeah. There's your art box. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the cover off and see what's inside here. Alright, so here is the second layer up underneath here. This looks like the body here and maybe an arm or other stuff here. And that's the top layer. I'm going to go ahead and start taking these pieces out. I'm going to start with the base, and then we'll kind of go from the body and so on and so forth, and we're going to get it set up here. Alright, the first piece we pull out here is the base, and you can see the shell casings on the top. It actually looks really nice so far from first glance here. And this is the back of it. Yeah, probably expected a little more for that, you know, with no art box or anything, but that's okay. All right, this next piece here is the skull itself that goes on the front. That's it right there. Just goes right on the front of the base here. It's got like a texture on the skull. All right, so the body is packed in here pretty good. All right, so I got the body out. Let's go ahead and unwrap it. Oh man, it is heavy. And here it is, the iconic skull on the front. You can see the boots. Boots are really well detailed. The silver on the laces and everything, the kneecaps, or I'm sorry, the knee pads. All right, looks like this is probably one of the arms with a gun. This is like the alternate one, I think. I actually got the deluxe version with the 2 torsos and everything, with the big Gatling cannon and everything. There you go. Gun is real nice. It's nicely painted. Right off the bat, I mean, it looks like a great sculpt, a great paint job so far. There's little things that I'm going to probably bitch about, and one of them is the fingernails. Look at the color on the fingernails. Well, why would they do that? It's like almost pink fingernail polish. So here we have a lot of the pouches, but the pouches are really nice, very well detailed. There we go. All right, and check this out. The other 2 patches are gray. Okay, I get it now. So it's either gray or brown. So these would come off, and then the brown ones would go, or the black ones would go in its spot. I guess maybe for the swap out torsos or the swap out arms or whatever like that. So it's one or the other. You can kind of mix them up, I guess, if you wanted to. But that's a pretty neat thing. All right, so it looks like another arm, and this is holding up the other gun. All right, so I figured we'd kind of get this angle here. Let's go ahead, and it's a big magnet on there. We're gonna go ahead and put this up. All right, here is one of the heads, and that is it right there. There it is, pretty much complete on this pose here. All right, we got everything back off of there. Now here's another arm. And again, you can kind of see the nice detail on the hands, the gloves. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's got the skull on the handle of the pistol. All right, so we got that one on there. That magnet is a little weak. All right, now here is the big one. This is, I think, the one that everybody wants to see, including myself. This has got the Gatling gun that he kind of flings over his shoulder. Oh, this thing is a monster here. Oh, it looks like that there's another arm that goes on top of that. And you got the nice skull over here on the side. But yeah, that's really, really nice. I like that. Great detail. The paint is really nice. Really, really nice. Yep, this is the other half of the arm. So this would go up in here like, so that fits up in there like that. All right, so I had to take that other arm out first and then put that one on top and then pop it in. But yeah, that is very cool. Now let's see what it looks like with the exclusive head, and then we'll swap both back and forth and just see what looks better. Oh, they actually did it a little bit different. I do wish that maybe there was a little bit more of the flesh coming through on the white, but you can see it up close and how the black makeup kind of goes to the ear and around the chin or around the neck and stuff. And let's see how it looks up here. Oh yeah. Now let's go ahead and see, there's like a gun, Gatling gun pouch, and then like some other accessories and stuff that go along with it. And we're gonna go ahead and pull those out, see what it looks like, put it on the statue, and then we'll go ahead and do a roundabout with it and talk about it and give you my opinion on it. Let you guys take a first look at it, all right? All right, so here is the gun pack. This is it. It's big, it's heavy, it's got a nice size key on the back with a magnet in it that just basically will help it lock onto place on the side of the leg here. All right, so here is that part we were talking about. So this is just going to sit inside that bag, and this part's going to hook up to the gun. All right, so I did get it on there. Took a little bit maneuvering to do. I had to pull this back off, and I had to pull the arm off, then put this back on with the accessory in it, and then set the arm on top of this where it feeds to the back, because it sets into there, right there at that connection point. And if you don't do that, then you got to wiggle that thing and you'll risk scuffing it up or whatever. But it's in there, it locks into place, and it looks really good. All right, so here are a couple more things. This is for the other pose. Like, instead of where the bag goes on this pose, you're going to put this in there for the other pose, the regular pose. And again, it's got a huge key on the back with a nice magnet. It's going to set in there just fine. Now the brown pouches I'm seeing go with the brown that matches on this ammo case here, on the Gatling gun case, whatever you want to call it. And then the black ones will actually go on to the other pose, and that makes more sense now. But yeah, very nice detail once again. And I believe this is the pistol. You get half a gun. But it's a really nice touch that they added the skull to it. Right there, and onto the handle. It's very nicely detailed, but it just goes right on top like that into the holster. All right, and it also comes with like a little bit of shell casings that you can put on the base. And I'm not going to put those on right now until I actually get it where I want to put it. And this is the handle that actually goes to the gun. We'll put that on there as well. And let's go ahead and get a few up close shots of it. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to look at a little bit up close pictures of it. This is the exclusive pose here. This is the ES on this was 150. This is number 48 out of the batch. And as you can see, it's very well detailed. I'm very happy overall with the statue itself. It does look a little lighter on the skull now that I have it fully assembled. I do like the shadowing in it. It is a lot better than what I thought it would be. But I'm very impressed with some of the details here, like the boots. The base is very simple. It's just a terrain. It's dry brushed with some shell casings on there. The head is very nice. I like how they did the war paint. The gun, very well detailed. It is very heavy. This piece weighs about 45 pounds. And I think overall the statue out of the box is around 40 pounds. Really digging it. The piece does retail for $15.99 for the exclusive. You get both head sculpts, you get the Gatling gun, and you get the other pose as well, and we're going to look at that one too. You see that gun is really, really detailed. And the back here with the straps and everything, really nice. All the weathering and stuff done to this to the piece. Very well put together. The bag is a nice touch to it. And he just looks very, very well put together. All of the little details on the gun, on the holster, even like the skull right there on the handle. They put very nice touches on here. So let's take a look at the other pose. All right, guys, and here is the other pose. Let me see if I can back it up a little bit, catch it all. This looks really mean. I mean, I like this pose here. Even though this isn't the exclusive, this is just the regular one. I love the gun. I love that he's just holding the gun. But again, you got the gray pouches, the gray side pouch right here on this side, on this pose. Not sure why they put gloss on the lips. Kind of looks like lip gloss a little bit. But what I'll actually go ahead and put some matte finish on that to kind of dull that out a little bit. I'm not hip on that one. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I don't know, guys. This might be the pose that I use, that I display him in. It's just a mean looking Frank Castle, really rugged. The paint's really well. The skull's really nice. Again, it's the traditional skull, not the movie skull. Good call on that one, PCS. There we go. Yes, this is my first model that I bought from PCS, and they didn't send this to me or anything. I paid for this. The exclusive is $15.99. I think the non-exclusive is something like, I want to say $1,200 or $1,300. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it in the description. But this is my first piece from them. The paint is very, very good. A lot of the textures on here just really pop with some of the paint applications that they use, the dry brushing and everything. The way that they used a lot of the gloss and the gloss paint and the matte versus the matte paint makes it really stick out for like the buckles and things like that. And the base is simplistic, but yet it's striking. I really like it. The skull on the front is a nice touch. I probably would have put like a light wash on that skull to make those textures pop out a little bit, and I'll probably still do that. That way you can actually see the textures, but overall it's really, really nice. But I like this pose here. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you like the exclusive pose versus this pose here versus the non-war paint face or the clean face? Let me know what you guys think. This is not a prototype. This is a production model, number 48 of 150. Shipping was a little pricey, but that's expected with a piece this heavy. The only other disappointment that I'm kind of feeling is there's no art box, but who in the world displays their art box? I mean, it would have been nice to maybe have something a little bit better than just a little cover, strapped up in styrofoam, but I don't care about that, really. Some other collectors may feel a little bit different about that. Let me know if you like to see more statue unboxings. I typically don't do statue unboxings. As you can see, this is actually probably my first one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this a piece that you would like in your collection? Let me know. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. And until the next video, everybody stay safe out there. Get out and create something. Print, prep, paint, repeat, or collect a statue. And until the next time, guys, we'll see you.